Hey, what's up? This is Fishmiss13. I am here to show you guys what to catch, where to catch, basic setup. If you've never been to Michigan fishing, if you're new to it, whatever, this is the basic setup that you will need just to get out there, possibly catch some perch, some bluegill, some crappie, some bass, some pike, some walleye, some burbot, some catfish, whatever the case may be. This will get you on it. This is the simplest, easiest way to catch any type of fish without having to jig, use other types of lures, use whatever else that is out there that more advanced people use. This will get you out there. So pay attention, and this how it goes. Right now, I bought on Temu. I already put it through the poll before I decided to start doing this. I got a 30-pound braid that I bought off of Temu. It's an Eagle Power 8X. Not sure if it's any good, but I'm pretty sure it'll be strong enough for the fish that we got here in Michigan. So, basically, most of them. So what I'm going to do is I already put it through the rod. Make sure when you put your line on, it's going all the way through the loops in the front. It's not wrapped around, because then you're going to have to redo it all over again, and that's a pain in the butt. So make sure your bail is open and it's not popping on you like that. What I like to do, just tie a simple knot. Pretty simple. Nothing spectacular. You don't have to have all those fancy knots and nothing, because these fish are typically not going to break you off, most likely. So make a little knot. I put it around the spool like that. Now just tie another little knot on it, just to make sure it's staying in place. I'll do some other videos as well, but this one right here is just basically just to get you out there and to have some type of fun. You know, enjoy the time with the kids and all that stuff. Cut off the tag end just because we don't need it really for this. Cut that off, put that over here. You guys always burn your line. Don't keep it around. Don't have it laying on the ground and all the other stuff, because then it makes other people's times when they go out there to have fun. They're always checking out all the garbage, and it's hurting the people's feelings. It's hurting the people's go to, and it's hurting our atmosphere and our animals. So please pick up your garbage. You can get rid of it. Be responsible. So this way, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna put it on here. It's not doing what I want it to do, so we're gonna make it do what we want it to do. It's on there. It's just slipping. Just take it. Do a couple little wrap arounds. Have it tight. I'm gonna put your finger on the knot. Just go around quite a few times. Tighten it up there. Close your bail, and you're good to go. Keep some pressure on it, and just spin it. Just get to your desired length that you want. I always go with braid and have a mono leader, just because it's a lot easier to swap out the mono leader than what it is the braid all the time, and the braid doesn't wear out as fast. So you can keep this braid on here for 5, 6, 7 years or whatever without having to swap it out, opposed to the mono, you gotta swap out every 2, 3 years. So put this on here. I don't go too much, but I make sure I have enough to where if I have to swap out stuff, it's accessible. But if I do have to change up the line, that's not fun, and she's running away. But I think I'm almost there. Let's give it a few more turns, and she's down on the floor. Run away, Betty. All right, now I gotta go chase it. Come here, little punky boozer. All right, this is what I have on there. That is more than enough what you would need here in Michigan to take care of any type of fish that you want to do. Double check and make sure it's all right. I'll just cut the line. wrap that up. Get this out of the way, so because it's constantly going to be in the way. Just put it aside. Now what you do, get your drag set up. This is the part of the drag that if most people don't know, I will teach you right here. On the open face reels, this little knob on the front, if you loosen it up, you can actually pull the line out. But if you tighten it up, you're not pulling it out. So what you want to do is, I always typically, what I do is I have it set where I can pull it out, and depending on the fish I'm going for, this way, typically that right there is good enough. If you could pull it and it's not too tight on you, you should be good to go. This came out. Put it back through here. So we got our line set. Make sure that didn't go over. We've got our line set. We've got our pull set. Now it's time for the tackle. Now if you want to just go with the regular mono, that's okay too. It's not going to hurt nothing. But typically do about at least a 10-pound mono, because I've caught salmon, I've caught Lakers, I've caught perch, bass, bluegill, you name it, I've caught it on 10-pound. I've even caught, in fact, if you go on my Instagram, you'll see the 2 Lakers that I got right there. I actually caught those on 8-pound test. Pretty exhilarating, it was fun. Get this stuff. I got all this. I got the bobbers. Not bobbers. You're not always going to use bobbers, but they're there. Get this out here. I got all my tackle. I didn't even take out for the video. What the heck is wrong with me? Alright. Here we go. Alright. I'm going to open this up. Get you a barrel swivel. A barrel swivel, if you could see that. It's something simple, easy. Just tie one in on your braided line. Again, this could just be the mono that you could do. You won't have to do this if you had the mono. But for this setup that I'm using this, because I'm going to be using this to go out for some pretty big fish here soon, and you guys will see that video. You can't grab it. Make it a little bit bigger. So I twist it a few times just to get it twisted in there. Now open up the hole. Put it right through there. If it go, braided kind of typically likes to fray at the end, so it makes it a little bit harder. They got all the tools to do all this stuff, but that's a pain in the butt. So just wet it down like you would, something else, just to get it in it. Just put in the hole. Okay. So you got the little tag in. I finally got it in there. Grab the tag in, pull it tight. You're good. That is not going to break. That's on there. So you snip off that little tag end. Braid likes to fray. So not good. This right here, this is an 8-pound. I'm not going to use the 8-pound. Yeah, I'll use 8-pound on this one for right now. Get you off a little section. Before you cut it, make sure you got it knotted on there right. Now do the same thing, but twist the swivel, because you're not going to be twisting all that line. Twist the swivel. Make sure you hold it tight. And just put it through the hole. And this type of setup is a little bit harder to do, so just be patient with it. And it's going to come and unravel quite a few times, but there's nothing you can really do about that. It's going to happen. Hold it tight with your fingers. Put the tag in through the loop. Pull it tight. There. Now you're set. Now you can see you got the mono and the braid right down the swivel. The barrel swivel. Cut the tag end off. Now, you don't need 1,000 feet. You don't need much. Only go about 2-3 feet. You'll be alright. You cut it. Put that down. Wrap this up so this doesn't get in the way. Put you right there. Grab you back. Okay. Now, see, you got the braid. Push it around. You got the braid, the barrel swivel, and the mono. It's an 8-pound mono with a 30-pound braid. Got some stretch, got some give, got some strength. Got it all. Now, what I like to do on this one is I'll just take a little swivel here. Let me get one out. Don't go too big, don't go too small. I forgot the size of it, but you can see this is a 1 ounce sinker. That's the swivel I'm using with it, so it's not much of a difference. Put it through there. Put it on. Again. Twist the swivel to create the knot. Put it through. Tighten it up. You're good. Typically this way is going to be at the bottom, so you don't got to worry about cutting off the tag in, not unless you want to. That's more like a personal preference. I've got the 1 ounce sinker, put it on the bottom. You don't have to use 1 ounce. You could use 1/2 ounce, 1/4 ounce, whatever you want to use, but I prefer the 1 ounce just to get out a little bit further. And there, that's set up. Now what we're going to do is, this is the part that's kind of critical to catching all the fish here in Michigan. We're going to take this, going to get all knotted up. We're going to take the mono. See the mono? We're going to go about 1 foot up. We're going to go roughly about 1 foot up. And we're going to put it together like so. And we're going to create a little loop. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. Then we're going to take another swivel. Same exact swivel, same exact size. And we're going to put it on there. Put that loop through the eyelid. Put that loop through the eyelid of it. And you can see it's all the way through. Open it up. Grab your sinker and pull it through. This right here will create a slip knot for you to be able to go up and down with it. Tighten this up now. It's more manageable. I can handle it. A little too much. Okay. Now, what you're going to want to do, you get you a regular hook. I prefer to use a number 4. Typically, that's just my size that I like to use. Basically, if I'm going for anything, just casting out there and having it sit, because anything could bite it. I've had little tiny catfish bite them. I've had tiny little bluegill bite them. I've caught steelhead, caught muskie, caught everything on these. So I typically go to a number 4 if I'm just going to cast it out there and have it sit. And you open up your swivel, put it on there, close the swivel, and you're good. That is what your setup should look like. When you're about that far above, and then just get you a night crawler. Throw your night crawler on there, throw it out there, just sit and wait. When they hit, when fish hit, sometimes you gotta hold it because they might not hit hard. Like I've noticed perch, sometimes they hit hard, sometimes they don't. Catfish will always pull on your rod and they look like this. Same thing with pike, bass, muskie. All of them will pull on your rods, and that's basically about it. So thank you for watching my channel. If you have any questions, if you want to know anything else, if you got any tips for me, if you want to, do whatever, let me know and I'll get back to you. Have a great day, and remember, Fishmas 13 is out on the water.